Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to week number 8 of the Falcongrafix late model stock series. We're live from Thompson Speedway. These guys are just getting ready to finish up practice, and we're going to be getting ready to go to qualifying. Right now at the top of the leaderboard, we got Lee Krause in that number 99 machine with a 20.15. Sean Harrell right behind him with Farron Elam, our current point leader, in third. While we got just a minute here, we are going to go over the points as these guys get ready to roll into qualifying. $60 laps. We got a little bit bigger track than normal. Looks like we got 0.53 miles. Track temp is only an 84 degrees, a little cooler than what we have been running. But these guys they're hooking up pretty good tonight. We got some super long straightaways, good for some good corner speed. It'll be interesting to watch how these guys can handle that. Current point leader, Farron Elam Jr. with 292 points. Right behind him, Matt Cochran with 275. Sean Harrell in third with 253. Anthony Bowmaker in fourth with 252. Brandon Griffiths in fifth with 241. Austin Green jumping up 2 positions last week is tied with Matt Moreau for 6th. Zach Bates in 8th. Nathan Hale 9th. And Curtis Watkins in 10th. Lee Krause, one of our first drivers out on the field, is going to point that thing out on the pole with a 20.28 for our first lap. Hey Dan, how you doing tonight, bud? Thanks for joining in. I swear to God, these overlays are going to be the death of me. Sean Harrell sitting in second. We got Matt Moreau in third. In fourth, we got Brandon Bowmaker. Rounding out our top 5 currently, Brandon Griffith. Brandon and Farron Elam Jr. are partners, or teammates and buddies. We'll see how the two stack up against each other tonight. So far, Farron has not set down a lap time. Nathan Hale jumps up to the P number 5. I'm not doing too bad. It's a nice day here in Minnesota. We've had the mid-30s for December, which is completely crazy. Tomorrow we're supposed to be up into the 40s, and then we're going to drop back down into the deep freeze later on this week, back to almost 0. Yeah, it's always a fun day in Minnesota. The weather plays havoc with us a little bit. It's like Matt Cochran going to try to set down a lap time before we run out of qualifying. Talked to Matt a little bit before the race. He's under the weather. Kind of lost his voice, so he's got someone else filling in for him in chat. Cochran's first lap will jump him up to P number 7. Getting a little high in the middle of the corner. That's going to be scrubbing off some time. Lap number 2, not any better. Farron Elam was able to bounce back for a 4th place qualifying. Brandon Griffith in the 45, none of his laps. Oh, it did count, but they put him all the way down to P number 8. And Patrick Dombrowski in 9. Alright, we're getting all geared up, ready to do this. We got 60 laps green flag action tonight live from Thompson. Starting on that front row, we got the 99 and 6, Lee Gross and Sean Harrell. Row number 2, Matt Cochran in that number 38 with Farron Elam Jr. in that number 44, not in his normal starting spot tonight. Starting in row number 3, we got Anthony Bowmaker and Nathan Hale. Row number 4, we got the number 4 car, Matthew Cochran. Outside him, we got Brandon Griffith, and following up, shotgun on the field tonight, we got that 23 machine of Patrick Dombrowski. Lee Krause is going to lead us under pace. $60 laps, a little bit of a longer track. Might have to take some fuel. Matt Cochran in that number 4 machine, as noted, is not feeling the greatest tonight. Well, hopefully he'll be able to make the whole race. Lee Krause in that 99 machine, he's going to lead us to green next time by. Lights are off on the pace car. How's everybody doing out there tonight? If you are new to the channel, give a like or follow if you're on Facebook and Twitch. If you're on YouTube, please give us a subscribe, and you can chat with us and let us know who you're cheering for. If you just want to talk crap to some of these drivers, we're more than welcome to do so. Lee Krause has got a good lead. Harrow on the outside. Going to tuck down in behind him. Doesn't want to give up any positions on the track. Lee Krause running a little bit different line than a lot of these guys here. We're still side by side for 3rd place with Matt Moreau and Farron Elam Jr. Farron's going to have his work cut out for him tonight. Stuck on that high side right now. It's going to chew up some tires. Nathan Hale looking to make a move. He's going to see which one of these lines is going to be the one that's moving. He'll choose accordingly. Still side by side for 3rd place. Battling door to door as they go down the back straightaway. Matt Moreau and Farron Elam Jr. Farron's been able to hold on to that high side, but not able to complete the pass. And these guys battling side by side is going to allow those leaders to get further and further away. Oh, Matt Moreau pushes up just a little bit. Farron gives him the room. Nice clean racing. Now Farron's going to be able to fall down in line, but he fell all the way back to 5th place. Lee Krause out front and running that middle groove, then kind of diamonding it off the corner. Coming out of turn number 4 to complete lap number 7. Lee Krause, Harrell, Matt Moreau. Griffith and Anthony Bowmaker side by side battling right now for 6th place. Bowmaker down low, Griffith on the high side. Griffith in that 45 machine. Griffith going to be able to hold him off. Now Matt Cochran looking to make a charge down the bottom, way down low, kind of where it flattens out. Cars get upset when they aren't the same elevation on both sides of the car. Got to be careful. Nathan Hale still holding strong in that 4th place. Farron Elam trying to regain some of the positions he lost. Lee Krause continues to extend that lead. He's up to just a little over a second now over 2nd place car, Sean Harrell. Sean Harrell in that number 6 car, one of the only Ford Thunderbirds on the track. Well, it's definitely the only Ford Thunderbird on the track. Just about a quarter lap from 2nd place back to 3rd place. Lee Krause with that All the Dirt sponsored Canadian machine, running this machine all the way to the edge of the track right now. He's giving it everything he's got. Hopefully he won't burn up his tires before the end of it. These guys do not have any extra sets here tonight. Krause's lead is up to 1.5 seconds over Harrell. Three-second gap back to Matt Moreau. Oh, Brandon Griffith has crashed with Anthony Bowmaker. No caution on the track. Jump back, see if we can get a little action, see what happened here. Bowmaker sends it in hard on the bottom. Sends it up the track. Unable to hold it to that bottom line, gets spun around. I'm really shocked a caution did not come out for that. Anthony backed it off the track to keep it green. That's going to cost him. He's going to need a caution lap to get back on that lead lap. Farron has been able to move up a spot, took over 4th place from Nathan Hale. Thank you everybody for tuning in tonight. We are live from Thompson Speedway for the Falcongrafix Late Model Stock Series. If you're looking for a wrap, check out Falcongrafix Designs on Facebook. Mention this broadcast, you get $5 off your first wrap. Also, if you're looking for some cool merch, check out the link in our show description tonight. Falcongrafix has designed all of the merch for our channel. We got some past championship t-shirts up there. We got some stickers, some series t-shirts. Check it out. Everything you buy helps out the stream, and we are very appreciative. These guys are just ticking off the laps. Lee Krause has put Brandon Griffith a lap down now after the incident between him and Bowmaker. He lost a lot of time. He came to a complete stop on the track, but because there were no cars behind him, a yellow flag did not come out. We got racing spread around from one end of the track to the other tonight. Krause still leads. Harrell in second. Moreau third. Elam fourth. And Nathan Hale is rounding out our top 5. Lee Krause has built up a huge gap over second place, almost 3 seconds now. Lee is on a mission with that number 99 machine tonight. Sean Harrell now catching up with the lap traffic of Brandon Griffith. Brandon slides up to that high side to let the 6 go by. Ooh, the 6 does have some right side damage. Looks like he must have got into the wall. That's probably why he has fallen back from the leader now, almost 4 seconds back. We are halfway through this race. Lee Krause has led every lap so far. Is anybody going to have anything for him in the later stages? Have they been working on saving their tires? Or is Lee just too strong? After our late model stock series, please come back in about a half an hour and we will be running the All the Dirt Super Late Model series We are live tonight from Legacy Phoenix. Going to be the biggest track we've raced on in that series. I'm pretty excited to see how these guys do. Kind of a tricky track, big wide track, lots of racing room. Matt Cochran up to 6th place. Patrick Dombrowski's up to 7th. He is up 2 positions. Our biggest mover of the race so far is Patrick in that 23 machine. Heartbreak Award right now is going to that number 82 of Anthony Bowmaker. He has lost 4 positions from where he started when he sent it a little too hard, boys. Hey Dean, how you doing, bud? 25 laps to go in the main event. 0 caution so far. Lee Krause setting a blistering pace. 4.5 second lead over second place Sean Harrell. Putting Bowmaker another lap down. Yeah, Dean, he might need something. Maybe he's running NOS in that car. He's definitely on fire tonight. Matt Maroux a little unhappy with how the 45 was racing him, with the 45 being a lap down. A little miscommunication there. That has allowed Farron Elam Jr. to catch up. That's probably it, Dean. I heard he claims he doesn't like Fords, but I feel like he does. I just assumed it was a Canadian thing. "20 laps to go for our leader, Lee Krause, in that number 99 machine. Looks like there is a little bit of right side damage right above the rear wheel. Might have clipped the fence on corner exit. Oh, we can do that for sure, Dean. Harold, that number 6 machine has caught up to the 82. We'll be looking to put him another lap down. Brandon, or actually Anthony, just moves up out of the way for Sean. Doesn't want to cause a problem for our second place driver. Matt Moreau, that number 38 machine, strong run here tonight. Currently running 3rd. He's got a mirror full of that 44 machine. Now he's right on his back bumper. He's got the pull-away speed down the straightaway. Farron Elam Jr. got some right side damage to that machine, but he is all over the back bumper of the 38 of Matt Moreau. Now he's looking down to the inside. Still unable to complete the pass. Getting a good look at the suspension on that 38 machine. He's got a good run down the straightaway. They're going to be side by side as they head into the next corner. Still unable to complete the pass, coming up on the 82 machine of Anthony Bowmaker. Caution is out on the speedway for Matt Cochran.
Try to help it if we do get another restart.
Cochran and Hale battling side by side. Ooh. Sent it in there a little deep and then kind of parked it in front of the 00. Get one more quick look at that. Alright, we will see if any of our drivers opt to pit. It doesn't look like it so far. Unfortunately, it does look like Matt Cochran lost a lap due to that spin. You know, I didn't get a good look at it, but I was kind of wondering if that's what was going on with the 45 and 44, but I didn't want to say it because I didn't get a chance to watch it. Alright, it looks like Matt Cochran is going to be falling back to start behind the lead lap cars. 10 laps to go, be 9 when we get the green flag. Is Lee going to have the tires to hold off the rest of this field? So far, the only vehicle that has pit is Anthony Bowmaker. And he had nothing to lose. He was last. Cars are lining up side by side. We're going to re-rack, restack. We're going to go green flag racing for 8 to go when we get the green flag. Coming out of turn number 4, the 99 machine. Green flag in the air. Lee Krause continuing to set a good pace. Elam and Moreau battling side by side once again. Elam with a slight advantage going into turn number 3. Oh, they touched just a little bit door to door. Matt Cochran right there, but he is a lap down. Elam has taken over the 3rd place. Lee Krause dominating this race here tonight. Nobody able to catch him. Sean Harrell has been consistently 2nd tonight. A little bit of rough damage on the right side of that machine, but he's holding his own. Farron Elam, after spending most of the race stuck mid-pack, has worked his way back up to 3rd place. Lee Krause running a very strong race, running a little bit different line from everybody else, but he definitely knows his way around this track. His fastest lap tonight is tied with Sean Harrell at a 20:22, but his last lap was a 20:38, where Harrell's was a 20:61. 2 laps to go for that number 99 machine of Lee Krause. Last time around for that number 99 machine, Lee Krause. Coming out of turn number 4. Leading all 60 laps here tonight, Lee Krause. Second place, Sean Harrell. Fairland Elam Jr. in third. Matt Moreau fourth. Nathan Hale is going to bring it home fifth. Dombrowski sixth. Matt Cochran seventh. We'll give these boys just a minute to get lined up, get some pictures taken, and then we'll meet them up in the broadcast booth. All right, we'll give these boys just a minute to get ready. Well, while we're waiting for Mr. Farron Elam Jr. to join, oh, there he is, speak of the devil. All right, we're going to start with Farron. All right, starting third place tonight, or finishing third place tonight, our current points leader, Farron Elam Jr. How you doing, bud?
Confused. I don't think I've ever had to do an interview for third. I'm not used to doing first.
Not your typical starting spot. You started, what, fourth tonight? So you gained one position, but you did fall back a bit at the early stages. You got kind of trapped on that high side.
Yeah, it wasn't the best qualifying ever for me. Again, this is the first time I've been to Thompson, and not to make excuses, but it's the first time I've been to Thompson. I really didn't have a ton of practice, but we did good still nonetheless. It's hard to beat a guy who runs a lot more iRacing than I do, just because I don't have the time to do it. But that's not a shot at Lee, but he runs supers clearly for a reason. He's got speed, and every time I've raced him, he's had speed. But yeah, we got tracked on that outside on that start, and the 38 was battling super hard for the first few laps, and we hit a couple times. I eventually just let him go, but it ain't worth tearing the car up. And then that last restart, or there at the end, again, elbows up, we hit a few times, and I hope there's no hard feelings on his part. It was just we really didn't have a ton of room where we were at any point. And he was driving it in, at least from my angle, he was driving it in pretty hard to try to stay underneath me. I just knew if I could roll the top one good time and get around him, I had it. But I'd seen that the 4 came home 7th, which is kind of unfortunate for him for points. I don't know what happened to him. I think he got involved in an accident. He might have been the guy who spun. I don't know.
Yeah, he ended up backwards on the track. The 00 got into the back of him, spun him out, and then he ended up going a lap down, waiting to get spun back around.
Yeah, no, I mean, I hate that for him. That really does suck for Matt. He had strung together a lot of good races there in the past few weeks to cut the points lead down. But with 2 races left, it's going to be interesting. I don't know how big the points gap's going to grow to now, but I really wanted to get the sits there just to be kind of comfortable to put another point on on third place, but the car was really fast, and I wasn't about to dive it in there and take us both out to get second. So congratulations to Lee for the win, and we'll take a podium. Though. Didn't really expect it.
With the laps winding down, you were reeling in Matt Moreau before that last caution came out. There was a little bit of chatter that maybe the 45 was racing him a little harder than he needed to. Is that team orders or just hard racing?
No, it was just hard racing. I don't have any communication with 45 during the race. It's just I'm friends with him off the track. I don't know what happened there. I know the 45 had overdriven the corner. I had it almost run him over coming off of 2, so he kind of, whatever the 38 lost, he kind of got back there. Yeah, I don't know what the deal was with the 45. I really don't. I'm sure some people ain't going to believe that, but that's on them to believe. I know the truth. Here's what it is. But, yeah, no, I was running him down. The car came alive there those last about 10 or so laps before we had that caution. I was really excited because I caught him, and I was like, oh, finally a chance to get the position back. But that caution came out, and I really thought it was going to be a string of cautions because that's a very narrow track. I got a buddy of mine who watches from the Northeast, and he his heart sank when the caution came out, thinking we was about to junk a bunch of race cars. But again, I think another week in a row where we ran really good with only one caution. So,
Yeah, sir. Anybody you'd like to give a shout out to tonight?
yes, obviously my spotter does great every week. My fiance actually got to watch this race. Unfortunately, the first race she watches in a few. Well, she watched last week when I won, but first time she's watched in a while, and I finished third. So, but other than that, just all my buddies that tune in and watch every week, I've given you a couple of viewers throughout the past few weeks, and yeah, obviously John for making the car. It's unfortunate the situation he's in. Hopefully, we see him back painting cars here soon. So, we're thinking of you and continuing to try to put the cars in podiums.
All right, bud. Well, you have a wonderful week. We'll see you back next week.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
Bringing home that Thunderbird in second place tonight, we got Sean Harrell.
Hey, man, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, but how you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good.
Good race. That Thunderbird was very fast, but man, Kraus had something that nobody else had.
Yeah, I didn't have anything for the 99 there. I tried saving, then the caution came out, so I thought maybe, I saved enough to run him down, but I didn't. In reality, the 44 almost ran me down, so I was happy to bring it home second place.
Hey, it looked like you might have got into the wall once. It looked like you had a little bit of scuff up on the right side of that machine.
Yeah, I did smack it. I did pretty good keeping it clean the whole race and just smacked it one time coming out of the corner. This place is a little tricky. The car gets pretty tight over the course of the run. So yeah, I did smack it once, but didn't bother me.
Well, with you coming home in second and Matt Cochran finishing seventh, that should help you close that gap up on him just a little bit. This will be your 5th top 5 and 7th top 10 of the season. Nice job.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I definitely needed it as far as the points go. I don't know if, if I'll be able to make a run with only 2 races left or not, but I'm just happy to be a part of the conversation.
Well, you definitely had a good fast car tonight. Unfortunately, even with that last restart, Lee was just super strong.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't think I had anything for him. He had a really good car, and the 44 too, man. I mean, he came on right there at the end. I was just hanging on at that point. So yeah, like I said, I'm just happy to finish in second place.
All right, Sean, who'd you like to give a shout out to tonight?
Yeah, man, I'd like to give a shout out to Georgia Feeder Company. If you're in the market for a wildlife feeder, man, check them out. I'd like to give a shout out to Dean for putting the league on, and then you for, broadcasting and race control. I know it's got to be tough, so definitely want to let you guys know I appreciate that.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. Well, we'll look forward to seeing you back next week.
All right, man. Appreciate it. I'll be here.
All right. You have a good night.
You too.
We're going to call him the Dominator tonight, that number 99 machine, Lee Kraus.
Hey, I had her hooked up, didn't I?
That thing was smoking fast tonight, Lee.
It was a little faster than I thought. I burned off the right front tire way more than I wanted to, but she still held pretty good. So
we did have a couple comments in chat. One guy said maybe you had NOS in that machine, and then our friend Mr. Dean Qualley said he thought you were running the 17 chassis and just put your number on it.
No, I put an 850 carburetor on it, and pulled the rev chip out of it, so we were good.
Yeah, you definitely had that thing hooked up. I was a little worried you might burn your stuff up, but yeah, you definitely kept your pace even late in the race.
Well, I was actually watching the guys behind us, like Sean and Matt Morrow. I was watching their times, and I was just trying to mirror them a little bit, and it was kind of I felt bad because the slower I was trying to go, the faster I was going. So it was, yeah, it was odd, but I had a great time. Thompson's always been a place that I'd love to go. I ran a lot of races here in the Legends cars, not the 87s, but the tiny cars, and won a bunch with them. And I really enjoy this place.
Well, it definitely showed tonight the experience you have on this track.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I think it was a good race though. Only one caution. Oh man, that was awesome.
Yes, sir. Only one caution. Next week we go to a track very similar. We're off to Martinsville next week.
Martinsville is not similar. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's long and skinny. They're the same.
Yeah, Martinsville will be a good time. I'm gonna have to do a lot of practice. I've never run a late model stock at Martinsville, so I'll have to do some practice this week and getting prepared for that one. It is week 13, so I got lots of time.
Definitely, and you don't want to run on any of those official races on week 13. That's a bad time.
Exactly. So.
All right, bud. Well, congratulations. Anybody you want to give a shout out to tonight before we cut you loose?
Definitely got to thank yourself with all the dirt. Mick, you do a great job, man. I'm going to watch this video probably 10 times this week. I got to thank my wife. She's always allowing me to do this on a Tuesday night. She shakes her head at me, but she's very supportive. And you know what? Got to thank the Lapinus boys. Travis, anytime I ask him for any help or even Jer, even Larson Parker, that whole JTD gang, ask them for some ideas on how to get around places. They're very full of information. So I got to thank those guys as well. So.
All right, bud. Well, congratulations. And we got to go get ready for the Super Late Model Series. Are we going to see you back for that event?
Yeah, I got to jump on a plane and fly to Phoenix now and jump in that Super. So I'll see you then.
All right, bud. We'll see you soon.
Talk to you in a bit.
All right, that's going to do it for the Falcongrafix.
I've been fortunate enough to have success this year.
That's going to do it for us at this Falcongrafix Late Model Stock Series. A little bit of technical difficulties there, but we're going to be back on here in about 10 minutes with the All the Dirt Super Late Model Series from the Phoenix Legacy track. So join us back here in 10 minutes. Thank you, everybody, for joining in tonight. This is Mick Olofsson with All the Dirt. Thanks, Dean Qualley from the EFRL, and we look forward to seeing you again.